This is Wesley Park, home of Havant Waterlooville. Today, we will be interviewing co-interim manager Cliff de Gordon about the light and dark in football. We talk about injuries, how football has changed, and adapting to the new role he's been put in charge of at this club. All right, Cliff, thank you very much for giving up your time to take this interview.
Pleasure.
So my first question for you today is, what's your fondest memory of playing for Havant Town?
Ooh, great question. Wow. We're going back a few years here. Obviously I signed for the club in 1988. Wow, my fondest time. We used to have the classic Brazil kit. Gold shirt, light blue shorts, white socks. And when we used to pull that kit on, it gave you an extra 10, 20, 30% power. That season we won the league, the local cup, the Hampshire Cup, we won everything. And we did that for a few years actually. Not so much winning the league, but we won the Hampshire Cup for a few more years. So I would say definitely that would have been one of my finest times of playing for Havant Town, definitely.
What's the biggest unexpected problem you faced since joining, and how have you been able to work around it?
Wow, another good question. You've been doing your research, haven't you? The biggest problem. Football's changed a hell of a lot since I played. The players have more, or they think they have more power. They're not as, what's the real word I really want to use here? They're not so understanding to the needs of the club and the team. They are more individualists and they're more interested in themselves. And I keep trying to explain to them that in a team, you can have a team of great players, you don't need superstars. But some players want to be the superstar. And the ones that are the superstars actually are a nemesis to a great team. So that would be my answer to that question.
What's the roughest patch you've faced in your entire football career, either as a player, manager, or both?
As a player, I'd say when I done my knee, I was due to sign at Coventry and I'd done my knee in, and they came down, Tony took the phone call and they came down to sign me, it was all done. But then I'd done my knee in and that kind of put everything on the back burner. I did do a pre-contract with them, so I was actually insured, so it actually worked out quite well. But that was, I wouldn't say a rough patch, that was a learning curve, so I was still quite young. So I was really, really young at the time. So it didn't actually affect me as much as it would have affected me if I'd done it later on in my career. I still had time to realign my life, realign my values in life, and I've come out quite well, fortunately. So that's probably the answer to that question.
Do you ever feel any pressure knowing the tough spot the Hawks are in and what relegation and both staying up could mean for both the club and the fans?
I don't feel any pressure at all. I'm in the privileged position that I don't work under pressure through business and personal life. Pressure makes you make bad decisions. So I'm very clear-minded, I take things on board, digest, evaluate everything that I have to do, be it through football or my business. With pressure, you just make bad choices. Since I've been here, we've had a very, very good run. The boys have done really well since we've come in. I think we were on 6 points when we came in. 6 points. We were on 6 points when we came in. I think we're on 32 now. We've done well. Well isn't good enough for me. I'm a winner. I'm an old Havant stalwart really. I only like winning. So until we get the job done, I'm not happy. So not pressure, it's about me being happy.
You stepped into the interim manager role after the sacking of Steve King. How easy or difficult has it been changing positions at the club, and how different is it compared to what you previously did?
Straightforward transition. The boys welcomed me on board straight away. A lot of them knew me anyway. But I think we broke the camel's back straight away because there was a lot of dark clouds around the place. And I think these were left by previous management. I didn't go into it because I wasn't interested. It's what we was going to do moving forward. Let's draw a line in the sand and move forward. It was as simple as that, as quickly as possible. I think we took over on the Friday, the 1st of December, before the Dover game, yeah. And then we took over at 1 o'clock on the Friday. We had a game at 3 o'clock on the Saturday. So we had 24 hours to get a team together. I didn't realise how bad it was until we actually held that initial meeting, and it was bad. We were in a bad, dark place. But somehow we got over the line that first game. But then we settled down, and then we had one-to-one meetings with all the players, because we wanted to hear it from their point of view, because they'd had 2 managers in 4 months, so there was a problem, and we were trying to unearth what the problem was. Because it was no good just carrying on, doing the same thing again, coming in, right, pick a team and play football. It doesn't work like that. There was obviously a problem here. We got to the bottom of it, did a bit of weeding. We had to get rid of some of the weeds so the new grass could grow through, because there was a lot of weeds in the garden. We had to get rid of a few. It's not a nice job, but we're looking to build a team. We're getting there now. We've got 8 games left, and we'll still have our destiny in our own control, which is a very privileged position.
What's your future in the summer, and is there a chance we can see you managing the Hawks again next season?
If I had a pound for every time somebody asked me that question. Look, I haven't committed either way, and the reason I haven't committed either way is because I take failure quite hard. I'm a winner. So, if everything goes to plan, we'll have to sit down and have a conversation with the chairman in the summer. If things don't go to plan, I'll still have to have a sit down with the chairman in the summer and have a conversation. But I'm non-committal at the moment, because my main goal is get this job done. Once we get this job done, we're back onto some firm foundations, then we can have a completely different conversation. But until that's done, I'm non-committal.
I know every win's important, but what's been your favourite win since joining the first team, and why?
I'd say the first game, Dover. Dover. It's got to be Dover. I was going to say Farnborough, but no, I'll say Dover. It was. I'll explain why. It's quite a good one. That day, it was a Saturday. 24 hours earlier, I only found out later on that there was a few players who were on loan that were going back to their parent club because they couldn't handle what was going on at the club anymore. The timing of me coming in was quite good, because they thought, oh, great, we'll stay now. We played Dover on the Saturday, we set up a team and went with it. The emotions that day, I think we went 4-1 up, we went 4-1 up. And I explained to the boys at half time, I think it was 2-1 at half time, but we played such a great game. We went 2-0, 2-1, 4-1, with about 10 minutes to go. We gave away a penalty. With about 3 minutes to go, we gave away another penalty. And it was just an emotional roller coaster, because at half time I did explain to the boys, look, you will get twitchy feelings, because they hadn't been in that winning position for such a long time. They hadn't won a game for 4 months, and it did show towards the end of the game. And we gave away 2 penalties and ended up holding on to win 4-3, when really it was a lot more comfortable than we made it.
Thank you very much.